Good morning, sixth graders. This is our 40th day of distance learning. 40 days. This is Mr. W coming at you from DIS. It is May 28th, 2020. We only have 2 episodes left of our morning announcements for the rest of the school year. Please be sure you're checking your emails, checking your Google Classroom for late assignments as well. Lisa, will it rain cats and dogs?
Good morning, everybody. Lisa here with your weather forecast. It's a bit cloudy out there this morning. We could see a few sprinkles, but eventually we're going to have sunny skies for the afternoon with breezy winds and a high temperature of about 76 degrees. So behind me, we're doing something a little bit different today. I wanted to show you our weather balloon launch. So we do these twice a day at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. at over 90 National Weather Service offices across the country. So we send these balloons up, and what they do, they're equipped with an instrument that gives us the temperature, dew point, humidity, and winds all the way up into the atmosphere. So we put those observations together all across the country, and that helps forecasters determine what the weather is going to be like, because that data goes into our computer models that help us forecast the weather and predict whether or not it's going to rain cats and dogs. So in a minute here, my colleague Eric is going to be launching the weather balloon so you can see exactly what it looks like. Okay, so we're about ready to launch here. Just a few more details about the balloon launch. The flight can last over 2 hours. The balloon can rise to over 115,000 feet, and the balloon can drift more than 125 miles from where it's launched. When the balloon has expanded beyond its elastic limit, which is about 25 feet in diameter, it bursts into pieces and the instrument returns to Earth via a small parachute. So there's a balloon there. Eric's getting ready to launch it. Has a little orange parachute on it there so that when it falls to the earth, it doesn't hurt anyone or anything. And there it goes. So all of these measurements from the balloon are ingested into our computer system and go into our computer models and helps us to figure out what the weather is going to be like. It's just one of the tools that we use as meteorologists.
Thank you so much, Lisa. That is so cool. I did not realize that that is how, I guess, we figured out the weather and dew point and all that stuff. That is so cool. Thank you for the behind the scenes footage. Kind of sad that it's our last day of hearing from a professional meteorologist giving us our own personal forecast. We can always look at the news, but it's just not quite the same. So you will be missed, Lisa. Our quote of the day comes from me. It has been, I guess, since the first day of announcements that I've been able to give you a quote, so I thought that it was maybe my turn. The quote is about character. It's not necessarily a quote. I saw online, like a picture online, and it kind of has a longer, few paragraphs, but I kind of adjusted it. Anyway, get to the point, Mr. Walbillick. Do you remember in life skills, when we talked about character, I talked about when you go to use a public restroom, and no one else is in there, and you do whatever you need to do, and then you wash your hands, hopefully every time, and then you use a paper towel. And then when you're done, you throw the paper towel to the garbage, which you miss. You have 2 options. You can leave it on the ground because no one else saw you throw it there, or you can go pick it up because it doesn't take that much effort, and then leave. This is kind of the same concept, only it has to do with shopping carts. So, shopping carts. When you go to the grocery store, or go to Target, because Target's the best, you usually use a shopping cart, especially Target, because you go in there to buy one thing and then you come out with like 10 things. Anyway, you use a shopping cart, and when you're done, you're supposed to return it. either leave it inside by the rest of the carts or return it to the little shopping carts stall thing. It's not hard. It's pretty convenient, actually, because they have spots for you to leave it. And we all know it's the right thing to do. There's really no situation, except for maybe like an emergency or something, where you shouldn't bring it back. However, it's not against the law if you don't return the shopping cart. You're not going to get fined or thrown in jail if you just leave it right there by your car or behind another person's car or whatever. But you don't get a prize if you do return the shopping cart. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to get in trouble if you don't, but you don't get congratulated if you do. But you do return it out of the goodness of your heart because you know it's the right thing to do. Some people maybe don't think it's their job to return the shopping cart. Some people don't think it's their job to pick up paper towels on the bathroom ground if you leave it there. Some people don't think it's their job to clean up after themselves after they go to a movie or go to a sporting event or maybe in their classroom at the end of the day or at their lockers or something like that. But I guess I honestly believe that it shows a person's true character if they're willing to do those things even when no one is watching. Because, frankly, it's the right thing to do. We will not have Palmer's Tromp today because we're going to have it tomorrow on our final episode. We'll also talk a little bit more about Minneapolis tomorrow as well. I just need to give myself some time to reflect. Believe it or not, I'm going to wait. I know, it's hard to believe. But I'm going to wait before we discuss it any further. But do not forget to check out CNN 10 Today in History. Some good news with John Krasinski. Stay classy, 6th graders. Love ya. As always, be safe, wear a seatbelt.